right, I think we got everything going. My camera's a little darker than I expected it to be, so let me try to fix that quick. But it's almost the new year. Hopefully everyone's having a great holiday break if you're on holiday break and you're getting ready for spending time with family. That's a little better. Why am I so sharp? Let's turn that saturation down. Maybe that was a default that. Turn that brightness down a little bit. Default everything. What is going on? Okay. It's bright. I know. That's a little better. Focusing on that zoom. There we go. That's a lot better. I don't know what happened there. The white balance is really off. Let me try to fix that. Sorry, doing some technical. Nope. That's better. Turn the gamma down a little. Oh, that was what was off, the gamma. Okay. I think that's a lot better. Yeah. That alone is looking a lot better. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to save that, and we're good. Ancients! How you doing? Didn't think I'd be here today, but hi, Odd Man. The odds have been in your favor. The odds have been not too bad for me. This year has been an eventful one. 2025 was a good year for Odd in many different ways. It also was a bad year in many different ways as well. So it kind of evens out. Odds were my favor in some things. Not a lot. Not everything this year. But the channel hit. We're now at 11,000 subscribers over on YouTube. We're over 400 followers on Twitch. We're doing pretty good on that. Yeah. And just keep doing my best. Try to do my best as a teacher, best as a YouTuber, husband, father. Trying to do my best. My son had his first wrestling practice today. As like youth wrestling, so I took him to that. He did about as well as a kindergartner could do on their first day of wrestling practice. But you know, it's his first day. He's got a lot to learn. How are you doing though, Ancients? How is 2025 for you? How did you fare in 2025? Also, I don't want to jinx myself, but I think everything internet-wise is slowly getting figured out. I want to say. I think everything's good. So, knock on wood. Stream's holding pretty steady. So if it looks good and it sounds good to you guys, please let me know. I do want to mess with the camera a little bit because it's not perfect. And I know it's probably not ever going to be perfect, but I want to try to get it to be perfect and all that. Fatality. What do you mean fatality? As we're going. Let's see. But yeah, going into 2026, it's gonna be a pretty different year. And all that. You did apply to a promotion. It went great at first until it didn't. So same old job, now on vacation. Hey, at least you're on vacation. Oh, sorry for bumping the mic. At least you're on vacation. Sorry that the promotion didn't go through. You know, sometimes that happens. You know, for me as a music teacher, we don't get a lot for promotions. So I'm envious in some cases for a lot of people who have that opportunity in their work field to get promoted and move forward in like a company. As a teacher, we don't have that, especially as a music teacher. A lot of the stuff that we do is by my choosing. And this year we had a lot of people. I have a lot more kids who are auditioning for things this year, so we've been a lot busier. So my time has been split amongst a lot of different kids, which is exciting. It's stressful but exciting and fun. But that's like the only thing I can think of that would be anywhere close to a promotion, because it's not like, hey, you're doing great, we're gonna make you head band person, because I'm the only band teacher at my school. My wife co-teaches with high school and junior high at times, but she's the choir director, so she handles the vocal stuff. But she can do band as well. But as of job splits where I'm band, she's choir, so there's not like you can't move her up to like, you're gonna be head elementary music person. She is the elementary music person, so we don't have like promotions like that. But vacations are always good. Sorry, I rambled a little bit, but vacations are good. We're on winter break. We just got back from like a 2-day vacation. My daughter had an appointment with a specialist to check up on her kidneys. All's good on that front, so she is good for another year. We don't have to go back and get checked out, but she's doing great and all that. Shy, hola, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. We were just talking about you today too, Shy. Me and Mrs. Odd. But it was all good things, I promise. We got a crib for you, and I remember you said you guys were having a boy, so again, congratulations. I think I've said that before, but I wanted to say it again. We do have a bunch of boy clothes if you guys are needing it, so we just need to go through it, and then I can find time to get that to you guys. So I can't remember if I said that or not. As long as they don't ban the band. It's, yeah, as long as I don't show up to school one day and they're just like, hey, yeah, we're not gonna do band anymore. So yeah, that would be the only case where I'm just like, that it's not really a promotion. That's more of a demotion, because it's like I would probably, yeah, it would suck very much because I have so many talented kids. That is for sure. I also have a 5-year-old, but yeah, you can have the 5-year-old. That's for sure. He's great practice. Yeah, if I showed up one day and they were like, we're not going to do band anymore, I would ask what I was doing. And more than likely, I could see them, if I don't think that'll ever happen, but I think they would probably be like, you're going to be a sub all day. I'm like, no, because I wouldn't do that. Yeah, it's a nerve-wracking thing in the world of music and the arts, because you see a lot of programs out there get cut. I've seen, like, just reading on the news, reading online, talking to other people who have been in, being a teacher in other places, and the arts get cut left and right, whether it's art, theater, music. It's nerve-wracking, but when you look at the area that we're in the world, like in the United States at least, I don't see that happening. At least not anytime soon, because music and the arts is such a prominent thing in our schools. Like even at my school where I teach, where I've been trying to build this program up for the last 7 years, and COVID really threw a wrench in it, but we're really starting to move in that direction that I want, and that's good. There's still some hurdles that we got to get over, and those are the defining things over the next 4 years, whether we get over those hurdles or not, to where the program will go. But I have some really talented kids. I've had some talented kids that recently graduated. Like the music program in general, like the arts programs, are doing really well because we have been fortunate to have kids that have done so well. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not worried about them cutting anything. You would get my job. If they cut anything, they would cut the position and make it a full-time K-12 music position, which I will not be doing ever. And I think I've made that very clear. You would be jobless and could still get rid of me, and if they wanted, yeah, that's not happening. That is not happening. I left a K-12 vocal job to do 512 band, and finally I've gotten to doing 512 band, and I've been really happy with it. It's just scheduling wise, which is something I've mentioned for years. CK, how you doing, bud? It's the elementary music. Yeah, the elementary music teacher is killing it. She's doing a great job. She had to have a little bit of help this year because she couldn't sing, but that's fine. Her husband was there to help her in a lot of different ways, so that's good. But yeah, it's almost 2026. It's crazy looking back on this year in a lot of different realms. You have to cook. Nah, make Bandit cook. Bandit should cook. Oh yeah, my kindergarten besties. I made a lot of friends in the kindergarten classrooms. They're interesting little children. That's for sure. That is a good way to put it. Is interesting little children. But yeah, this year has been had a lot of ups and downs. A lot of positives, some negatives, but we're gonna keep moving forward. We're going to keep pushing forward. 2026, I'm going to go in with the right foot. It's going to be a good year. My goal is I want to knock out some of these master's classes that I'm taking, and I'm going to get a bunch of stuff going on the channel and just keep trying to do the best that I can content-wise. That's always the goal with my streaming and with my videos. I want to make better content. And then hopefully that, and also focusing on stuff that I need to improve on when it comes to being a content creator. And hopefully that helps that stuff get pushed into front of people's eyes so we can keep growing and keep having a fun time. Third is a highlight of your day. I'm glad you have to stay. Yeah. Glad I am too. Hate to say it, but I want in 2026 for you to pass me in all forms of Minecraft. So, CK, tell me what do I still need to pass in all forms? I know that I'm getting better at building. I'm getting better at doing certain things like world edit. Like, I am trying to learn at least, but I know there's a lot of things I still personally... Redstone is something that I'm still trying to learn, and I feel like I'm getting better, and I feel like going to school now for computer science has helped a lot, especially when it comes to like logic gates. I understand that part a lot better. And I'll be able to show you guys too once we get hop into the Forever World, because I just started recording the next episode. So we just got 23 posted. I'm working on episode 24 of the Forever World, and I'll show you guys some redstone. I did follow a tutorial for it, but I understand how it works. So that's the thing that I'm working with when it comes to like programming and redstone. Like they're kind of like two sides of the same coin for me because of Minecraft, but it's me understanding a lot better. If I can look at it and understand how it works, I can then have a better understanding of recreating it. 100%, yeah. Computer programming and more computer logic really helps with redstone. And I've seen that a lot, especially with like Matt Batwings and Mumbo when they've done their video together. Like, I just saw a clip from that and I was watching it. I was like, I actually understood 90% of what they're talking about. Which is pretty good. Like, I'm never gonna claim to be a master redstoner because I don't think I'm gonna be great at it, but I'm understanding it more. Building wise, I feel like I don't want to toot my own horn. I don't want to like feed an ego or anything, but I feel like I'm a good builder. Building is the one thing that I really, really enjoy doing. I know some of those words. Yeah, 100%. I know some of these words. Mod alert. Did you know that redstone is more like physical programming with motherboards and macros like Arch? Yes, and I just bought, I don't think I have it down here. It might be... Oh, no, it's over on my desk. It's this little box right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's an Arduino board. It's an Arduino kit. Feed the ego. You are a good builder. I don't want to feed my ego. I want to stay humble because I know I don't want to be the person like, yeah, I'm a good builder. Like, you can't compare to my skill. I don't want to have that kind of mentality ever, because I hate that kind of mentality when someone walks into like a situation like, no, I'm better than you. It's gross. It's icky. I don't like it. So no, I'm not gonna feed the ego. I do have an Arduino board over here, and I'm looking into I want to look into how to do that over this break. And I've also brushed up my I bought this so long ago, but the Everything You Need to Ace Computer Science and Coding in One Big Fat Notebook. It's the complete middle school study guide. I've been reading this while I AFK a couple of my farms and just kind of taking notes and stuff. Like, I really love learning about computers. It's when I hit certain points that I'm just like, what is going on? I have to take a step back. But Arduinos are a lot of fun. I do a lot of the virtual stuff on Tinkercad because I can mess with things virtually and not mess up anything in real life. Kibby, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I've been doing pretty good. How about yourself? It's almost Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. That mentality is bad, but do know I like your builds. Never stop. Oh, I do appreciate it. CK. Hopefully, you'll like the build that I'm going to showcase a little bit today. Hopefully, we'll get to building it a little bit, but I do have to do a lot of material gathering and recording some clips as we go, because I can't remember what I left off on. So, I am going to pop over, and guess what? Kiki is here and ready to go. We're going to go into here. At least you have Christmas Eve off. I have to work on Christmas Eve. Yeah. But do you get time and a half? That's the question. If you get time and a half, working Christmas Eve honestly isn't too bad. And hopefully you get off at a good time. Mary Chrysler. Yeah, it's the odd cat. She's been a little picky lately. Let's check on... I got some smooth stone that was cooking up. Don't have to... Oh, for 9 p.m.? Oh. Hey, at least you can have some fun after 9 p.m., right? Unless everyone's asleep. That's the thing. So, just to catch everyone up, in case you missed it, we built these a couple streams ago. But our lovely BOO inspired trees. I still don't understand the leaves. Is that the cat? 100 pounds. Yep, she's really big now. She's like 6 months. June, July, August, September, November, December. 8 months. She's 8 months old. Yeah. I had a nightmare about Arby's. Ooh, I would hate to have a nightmare about Arby's, honestly. Is my Ooh, let me turn down the... Yeah, that's still loud. Let me turn it way down. There we go. So here are the trees that we built, inspired by Mr. BOO. The one thing that I still struggle with, because I still have been practicing these, is the dang leaves. Is getting them how I want. I don't know how BOO did it, and maybe it was just practice. But, like, luckily for me, I went ahead and I built all of these in creative first. And if you notice, if you look closely... There's literally like 5 or 6 trees, and all I did was rotate them because that just made my life a lot easier. But it's just practicing and getting these leaves in the right spots was the troubling part. And I finally got to a part where I was happy and I was like, I got to try it. And I think they look really good. Tiki, no, my parents will be in bed probably. Gotcha. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Well, hopefully you can hang out with your fiance after 9. Good place to work, but it's very stressful. I've only been there a week, and so far I love it. Hey, that's good. Have you tried the steak nuggets? I need to know how good the steak nuggets are. I have not had them yet. They look rule? Is that... What do you mean by that? They look rule. Like, I'm happy with how these trees turned out. Like, this is one of my favorite things I built in 2025. And I hate that it's at the end of the year, but, like, it's really good. Arby's was stressful and not a great place. It really depends on the fast food itself is a really tough place to work in times, but it really depends on where and who you work with. I worked with a lot of amazing people at Dairy Queen when I worked there. The thing that stressed me out the most was when it got busy, and that was more of my mentality, because when I worked in fast food, my mentality was, I'm not doing this the rest of my life. I should be out practicing my instruments. I should be getting better at that. I have more important stuff to do than work. But I was a dumb teenager in early 20s doing that kind of stuff. And I look back and I'm like, what were you thinking? Just like do your job. Do what was expected of you. Have fun as much as you can and work. I'm glad I did that. Not yet, but they're very popular here. We were out of them for like a week because of how quickly we sold out. I need to try them. Marcy, I think, or is that Marcella? I don't know how you say that. Hello, I hope I said your name right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna just say Marcy if that's okay, just because that's the part I can read really well. I also don't have my glasses. I lied, but I think I'm gonna have I'll have a reflection on them, and I don't want to do that. The trees look yummy. I don't know how trees can look yummy, but yeah. But the place that I'm gonna build. Let me get through all these animals because it's loud. Is gonna have some more of those trees, and I'm really looking forward to it. There's a couple more of the BOO inspired trees that I need to get made into schematics, but I have not done so I'm not gonna worry about them right now. I think also, yeah, I was wondering why it was so light in the sky because I had night vision on. If I could eat those trees, I would. That's an interesting way. Also, I think the cat cam is a little exposed, but at least you can see her. That's the good thing. Boom. All right, but let me show you what I built up today. I just got back today from taken my daughter to her specialist. We were gone. We stayed in a hotel for a couple days. Water park, or there was a water park in the hotel. Kids had a great time. We DoorDashed a couple things. I used to love DoorDash. Like I was of the mentality, like if I could DoorDash everything, I would. But now I don't care to DoorDash things, and because I really would rather just go get it because just the fees. But I also look at some of the people who do DoorDash like as a job. It gives them like income and it helps them out and it keeps this as an opportunity. Because like I know like if I wanted the opportunity to do that, I would like to have it there available. So I like to DoorDash a couple things, but I don't like to DoorDash everything. But DoorDash, we DoorDashed this it was an Asian place, and I got a bowl with like double spicy chicken and all vegetables. Oh, so good. It had like a nice teriyaki sauce on it. I love it. Your brother's coming home for Crimmy. Welcome back, Shy's brother. DoorDash comes to my town now, and it's amazing. In certain cases, it's great. I don't like the fees, or how like some items are like upped in price for DoorDash, because I've gone on DoorDash and I've looked at like say McDonald's, and I'll look up at the price of like a burger, just a plain cheeseburger, and then it'll be higher than what it is on the actual app. And I don't get why. Like, I understand if I'm paying like $1 or something for fees for the DoorDasher to, get paid, and we're using a service, but like the price of the food is upped, and I don't like that. That's like kind of like my biggest gripe. So if it's close enough to me, I will go get it. If not, I will DoorDash it. And I like DoorDash, but I don't want to use it for everything. Like we forgot, I think, a comb for my wife and my daughter, and something else from we have an always packed box when it comes to when we travel, and we didn't have a comb, and I think we forgot deodorant. So like I just ran to a Walgreens instead of DoorDashing it, because I saved like $9 going to Walgreens rather than paying like $30 for 2-3 items get delivered. So I have been AFKing this quite a bit. Also, there is a zombie piglin up here, and I don't know how he got here, because I don't have another portal anywhere near here. So he had to have pathfind over here all the way from our little village. Let me see if I can. Yeah, all the way over there is where he came from, because there is not another portal over here. I don't know how he got here. Also, ignore that. Ignore my redstone back there. So yeah. That they could make some extra money door dashing. Yeah, like my my stepsister door dashes. And it's like you can make some extra money. I've seen plenty of people do it for extra income, and I think that's perfectly fine. Like I said, I have nothing against DoorDash. I just don't like using it for everything, because the fees just kind of get me. But this is what I've built up recently. So this is a moss farm that also produces bone meal, because my kelp farm was not doing great. Now if I come down here, we're getting a lot more bone meal than we did previously. So that's nice. So I was AFKing this earlier just for like 15 minutes. And it works great because I can AFK that, and I can AFK the honey farm, and the kelp farm. So we got quite a bit of things going. And I can just turn this on. It's going to drain everything down here. And I can stock up on the bone meal. And the bone meal is all going to go to the tree farm, which I'm glad I got that tree farm working. It's great. I love it. Awesome. But that's what we did so far. And that is our what I'm working on for the next episode of Odd Builds, the Forever World series. That's the beginning, at least. That's like the first 5 minutes of the whole episode. The next part is going to be more that way. It's actually closer to our starter village. And to show you, I'm going to have to go into what I was working on earlier today, which was the thumbnail. And I'll pop into the creative world and I'll show you guys. CK, if you're still here, I hope you see it, because I'm really proud of this build. This was all based off of a Lego set that I found, and I really liked the Lego set because I really like the TV show that it's from, and I knew that I was never going to be able to buy the Lego set because the Lego set I think is like $300. CK is here, yes. Brother's kids have gotten me sick, but I did also just get my flu shot, so it could be the flu shot. I am fortunate enough that I did not get sick at the tail end of this semester into the Christmas break. Normally I get something. I have not gotten anything. I am very thankful for that. I think I've gotten like a little bit of my allergies, but that's it, and I'm super happy with that. I've seen online a lot of other teachers, specifically music teachers, because that's who I follow, have gotten sick at the beginning of Christmas break, and I would hate that. I feel for you guys. Shout out to all you guys. Your brother's sick, your mother's sick. Oh, everyone's sick. I'm so sorry. But me? No. Hey, count your blessings though, CK. I am glad that I'm not sick. I'm glad my kids are not sick. Like, we are doing great, and I'm happy for that. Kids are icky, and hand sanitizer is good. 100%. Another life lesson. Life's tough. Wear a helmet. I'm not counting my days, that's for sure. Besides the fact that I know that tomorrow is Christmas Eve and the day after that is Christmas, that's what I thought you were going to say. Life's tough, wear a helmet. That is my favorite line to tell kids whenever they complain about certain like things, and it's always just like, well, I can't go buy snacks because I'm broke. And it's like, life's tough, wear a helmet. Like, you're in school, you don't need money to buy snacks. I'm sorry. I didn't have money to buy snacks until I was like a junior or senior in high school, where I had a part-time job. So I'm going to park myself down here quick. I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to be starting to build. We got to get the materials for that. So that's mostly what today's going to be about, is material gathering, and we'll probably edit some B-roll for things, because I do have I've got like a few B-roll shots that we'll do. But we're going to pop into my creative copy of my world, and I'll show you. So here is our normal village, except I'm in creative. Rustambeck, hello, how you doing? Your name that shows up for me is Naruto Cat. So I like Naruto Cat. Okay, I kind of spoiled it a little bit, but I don't want to spoil it. So if you guys don't know, I like this show Stranger Things. I was kind of skeptical on it when it first came out, because I don't like scary things. I do not like scary things. And I remember hearing about it and seeing just images of it. I thought it was like a horror series and stuff. And I remember telling my little sister, who's like in her early 20s now, you shouldn't be watching this, but she was like 12 when it came out. Eventually I did jump into watching it, and I really liked it. I watched the first 2 seasons all the way through. And I think the 3rd season had just come out when I started watching that. So then I waited. I got to the 4th season, watched it. And then here we are, season 5. It's the final season. And the Lego set that dropped is the Creel house from Henry Creel, a.k.a. Vecna, a.k.a. Henry, a.k.a. number 1. That's a lot of names. If you understand that reference, shout out to you. So what I did is I built the Creel house based off the Lego set. And I am jazzed about how this turned out. Like, take a look at it. I love this build so much, with how much work I put into it, how much of detail I put in as well. It's not perfect by any means, and you're going to see why. But this is the main focus of this next episode. And if we have time, I can hopefully show you the second build that I did of this. I love the look of this build. I got super happy when I finished it and I compared it to the Lego set, and it looks so good. Like, I tooting my own horn, feeding that ego a little bit. Like, I'm just happy with how this turned out, and I don't think it would have been possible without the shelf. I can't call it bookshelf. The shelf alone is a great addition to getting some of these curves and some of these little things. Like, even the trim around the windows. Look at that. It's awesome. Another thing I tried, because I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers, similar size YouTubers, like, who are great builders. Sinnoh is one of them. If you guys haven't checked out Sinnoh, it's SYNN0. Dude is insane when it comes to builds. Like, I love his series. But I loved his use of banners to add extra details. And when I looked at the Lego set, as soon as I saw that, I thought banners, and I wanted to try it. So went through, did a little bit of a gradient, some texture here and there. Because from far away, you can't see the banners because they'll disappear. But like, even from far away, it looks really good. But the banners just add a whole nother dimension to it when you get closer. And I love it. It looks good. I'm super happy about it. And you can see the trees. Here are our BOO inspired trees that we added in here. And I got some screenshots. I was working on thumbnails earlier today while everyone had quiet time, and I was watching my buddy Creo's stream. But I pulled a green, and the back's not done. The back is completely empty because it doesn't need to be seen, and that's perfectly fine. We're not going to talk about it. We're moving forward. But the front of the build, looks so good. I'm super happy with this. That's going to be the main thing that we need to do. But we need to get a lot of pale oak. We got plenty of diorite, I think, but it's mainly pale oak, dark oak, and I think the concrete is the main parts that we need. I have a lot of deep slate. I have tough. I can get bricks. Like, oh, I'm missing something here. What am I missing? I don't know what's missing there. I think it's these. Nope. And there we go. Got that fixed. But yeah, this will be the main build of this next episode, and I'm hoping to get it out before New Year's, or at least right after New Year's, because the final episode of Stranger Things will drop, and I think this will sit really well with it. So CK, if you're still here, which you said you were here before, what do you think? How do you think my building has done with this? Like I said, I'm super pumped about it. Even if you told me it sucks, I'm probably going to disagree. But I don't think you would do that. I really am happy about this build. And I'm excited for that. I'm just really excited. I built this in a day based off the Lego set. If you guys ever want ideas for building, look at legoideas.com or just go to Google and type in Lego ideas. There's tons of Lego builds out there that are made that aren't even Lego sets. They're ideas that people come up with and they want made into Lego sets. And you can get tons of ideas from that for Minecraft builds, and they translate fairly well over to Minecraft because of just the block to block ratio. But I love it. I'm super happy about it. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm ready to get collecting on materials. Again, that's going to be the bulk of this stream. I hope that's okay with you guys. We're going to gather materials, and then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to edit some B-roll, and then we'll go from there. Also, you guys might notice there's some blues music playing in the background. I did take a break from my liked list because I'm trying to clear out some of the ones that keep getting flagged for copyright for some reason, and I don't know why. I don't know what's up with that. But there we go. That is going to be the main focus. Yeah. All right. We're going to head back over here. Actually, I can probably just stay over here because this is the area that I am going to be building in on the main world. So we'll plop back over there. And I need to check out the last clip that I recorded so I can kind of see where my brain was at for where I'm going. And then I'll record a couple clips, and then we'll get to material resource gathering. And we'll go from there. All right. Okay, so that was the last clip that I had. You guys probably couldn't hear it. That's fine. But I want to figure out how do I want to say the next part. So I just left off at the moss farm. I'm AFKing that for bone meal. I have a shot in my head. I want to know if I can translate that with B-roll. I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that'll work as we go. Cool. Let's pop into my recording tab. Boom. All right, I'm going to record a couple clips, and then we're good. Now that I'm finally set on bone meal, I want to take my attention to the main build of today's episode. And with that, we need to take another look at our lovely trees. Gosh, these guys are loud. Like I said, we're going to take another look at our lovely trees. I enjoyed building these so much that I want to build some more, but we're going to have to take a little trip that way behind me to find our new spot where we're building. All right. Automod blocked my message when I was trying to ask you. Interesting. I'm going to guess that was Nightbot. I don't see anything on my end. I don't know if CK sees anything on his end. But I haven't seen anything when it came to Automod block. Blocked your question. So could you ask the question again? And we'll see if we can get that fixed. Sun's going to go down, so I'm going to go sleep quick. Come on, get over there. Yeah, I think the main things we need to get are pale oak and the concrete. That's the main stuff. It says mute CK, and then it blocked me because I wanted to know what the button did. And so the block CK thing came about when CK kept muting me on live stream and also spamming the use wood tools. And a bunch of other things, like, because CK has been a loyal viewer for a long time. He's also been my moderator for the last 3-4 years now. CK, I can't even remember. But we kept joking, saying let's mute CK because he keeps doing this to Odd because we keep muting him to where we can't hear him. And I jokingly made a mute CK button, and it's you can get it as a sticker too for my shop. If you guys go to my merch store, you can get a mute CK sticker. You can put that on anything you want, and it was just a funny gag. You can still mute him, but like we love CK. We don't mean anything negative by it. And the mods let you message. Interesting. Yeah, so it was mainly because like he would mute my voice a lot. That's the answer to the question. It's pretty simple. Okay. I want to grab a boat quick, which I don't have any. I'm going to drop some stuff off from my inventory. I might have an extra boat down here. Let me go grab it. Drop those off. I don't need these ladders. Drop those. I'm just gonna reorient my stuff, just so I have all my tools ready to go. I think we're good. I don't need my shears yet. I already have my unbreaking mending one, so I think we're okay. And a boat. I got one. Tiki's sleeping. She's boring. Yeah, she's not boring. She's just being cute. What's up? What do you need? Tiki, wake up. I didn't like this. Play on Stranger Things. I was just listening to that earlier today. Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. Yeah. Eddie's my favorite character from that show. Rip Eddie. I did see a really cool Hellfire Club sweatshirt when we were out of town. Like, it was awesome. And I really wanted it. But sadly, didn't get it. It was great. And then I got so attached to it that I just now finished at the point where I'm now in season 5 and waiting for them to give me more. Yep. Two more days until we get more episodes. And tomorrow, for my Percy Jackson fans, we get one more episode of Percy Jackson. So we're eating good this month. We're doing pretty good. Okay, I think it's right here, if I remember right. All right. Oh, I'm stuck. Quit. There we go. Got stuck. But let me label this quick. I see chat going off. For the roll to... Just label that. How good is the Percy Jackson series? I've been wanting to see it. Is it better than the movie or worse? I'm treating the movies and the show as two different entities, just like how the book is their own entity. Like, if you read the books and you like the books, I think you'll like the show. The reason I say that is because Rick Riordan is a executive producer, and I think he's one of the writers on the show too. So any of the changes that do happen, because it's not one for one with this book series, because they're short. It's a short season. Like, there's like 9 episodes, I think. But any of the changes made, I think, are the changes that he would have made to the books, is how I'm looking at him. I love Percy Jackson. I love that series, and I'm liking the show a lot. There's like minute details. Tanus, what are you doing? You're just putting periods. CK, I don't know if you want to hop over to YouTube and just take a look, just in case, because I don't know what this person's doing. Because last time I saw that, it was bad, and I will find you. Because I've had people comment stuff, and I don't like that. So please be careful with what you're doing. They're just doing dots right now, and I don't know why. Thank you, CK. I appreciate you, bud. Guys, give a round of applause for CK for being an awesome moderator. Did that not go off? That did not go off. Why not? That still didn't work. Why is it not playing through there? Or maybe you guys did hear it. Oh, because I don't have it open. Duh. I see my part. It's my mistake. I'm the big dum-dum there because I didn't realize it wasn't open. Twitch kicked you out. Twitch, what are you doing? What are you doing, Twitch? Why is my app not opening? There we go. It's alright. I want to make sure that these sound effects are working. There we go. Okay. I don't understand why the app itself has to be open for those sound effects to work. So. But CK's on. He's on duty there. He's helping out. I'm sorry that Twitch kicked you out there, Kimmy. I don't know why Twitch is being weird like that. So I'm going to pop into my recording tab. And switch here. There we go. So over in this area where I have to demolish a bunch of more... That doesn't make any sense. So over in this area where I have to deforest a good chunk of these trees, and we're not too far from our actual village over there, I want to build something that I came up with that I am super stoked about. So if you follow me on live stream at all, if you follow me on Discord or on any of my live streams, which you should totally do, I have mentioned that I am a fan of the show Stranger Things. And recently, the Creel house from Stranger Things is getting released as a Lego set. And I saw that Lego set and I'm like, I'm never going to buy it because money, but I can build it in Minecraft. So what we're going to do today is we're going to tear out a bunch of these trees and we're going to build up the Creel house here on the right side up and make it all pretty and stuff before, you know, Vecna ruined it and made it look decrepit. But to do that, I need to clear out these trees and we need to gather a bunch more materials. So let's gather those materials first before we tear down those trees. And we can do that with a montage. All right. There we go. Your cat, yes, your cat is here. She is nice and cute. She's laying here, being all adorable and not touching anything. Also, I have a lot of cat hair underneath my desk, so I need to get like a hand vac for my desk area. Because let me tell you, my little mushroom vacuum, which is right up here above the cat, is not going to cut it. So I need to do that. So yeah, I think the first thing that we're going to do, I need to grab a bed so we can skip the night if we need to. But we're going to go find that pale garden that I found so long ago and try to get some more pale oak wood. Because that's going to be like the main wood for that build. Because it's the trim, it's everything, it's the shelves, all that stuff. So we're going to do that first. Actually, we can take all these buckets to the nether quick because we're going to end up there anyway. We'll get that. We'll take those. I'm probably going to switch to a mending bow pretty soon. More than anything, she's so cute. She is a cute cat when she's not biting and when she's not being mean. That's the thing I don't like. When it comes to taking some of these materials, though, clear out some of the stuff that we don't need. Ooh, a bed. I'll take that. Don't need a shovel. Don't need that. I'll take the pickaxes in case we need it, and shears to get some leaves. I think that's pretty much all I need. So let's go gather up that stuff right now. And coming up in about 7 minutes, I'm going to take a quick break just to go stretch my legs, and I'll be back to do some more material gathering with you guys, chatting and stuff. But like I said, stream's holding pretty good. How does the quality look for you guys? Hopefully everything sounds good. Everything looks good. I did go in and I changed the channels that my stream or my Wi-Fi is running through, and immediately once I did that, it changed up how like consistent my internet speed was. So I'm hoping that fixes a lot of the issues I've been having recently, because everything's gotten better since I've gotten a new router, but it's had issues when it came to other things. Is there a... Oh, they're probably just in there. That's fine. Yeah, maybe. But, you know, someone's got to hold their end of the bargain for that. Can I get any lava here? Nope, that's fine. We'll go ahead and throw those in. And I already have the portal from way back when. We're just going to go that way. Cool. Yeah, it's just straight shot that way. So let's go gather some pale oak wood. Get some saplings, maybe. And then we should be okay. Hello, chicken. But when I started this world, it was way before the Pale Garden update. Pale Garden drop, sorry. And I needed to travel like thousands and thousands of blocks away. And the best way to do that is the nether. And even better way to do that, especially on Java, is the nether roof. Because you can build on the nether roof, and you can build another portal, and you're good to go. So I built another portal going exactly this direction, so we could try to find a Pale Garden. I don't remember exactly where it's at, so we're gonna do our best to find it again. But I know that the portal I'm looking for is straight this way, so I should be able to find it easily. And just to be sure, I'm gonna make sure I take my coordinates. But look at that, the frames. Oh, you guys can't even see the frames. It's right out of frame, quote unquote. I'm hitting like 300 FPS. There we are. I'm loving it. There's the nether portal. Perfect. Do I have torches? I do. So that way I know which direction I'm going. But I think it puts me out right by a snowy village or something. And I don't need anything else but the pale oak. So, just going to pop on in. The bed is mainly to keep the creaking at bay. Okay. And it's already nighttime, so I'm glad I brought the bed anyway. But there is the village over there. I just don't remember where the garden's at. Hush. Portal making sounds just because we're by it. How creepy would it be if the nether, like, whispered to you? And it just, like, would whisper crazy things in your ear as you got close. I don't know if it was over this way. I don't remember. It's been a while since I found it, so we're going to take a look around. And maybe, just maybe, I should build a tower so I can find... Actually, I'll just take a screenshot of the coordinates. Duh, Odd. That's what you were going to do in the first place. And I don't know if my screenshots are working when it comes to that. So I'm going to take an actual photo of it as well, just to be safe, because I don't want to get lost. Because I always get lost, and I don't want to get lost. If I remember right, I feel like it's this way. But I need dark oak, and I know we're by a dark oak forest, at least close to home. But the Pale Garden usually spawns in that. I'm loving some of this terrain generation, though. I feel like when I get in the urge... Trigger fire is still not working, CK. I saw you post or do the creeper hiss, but it's not going off. And I don't know why. because it should. And I thought I fixed that, and clearly it didn't work, sadly. What do we got over here? That's just oak and birch. I feel like it's this way. So I'm going to put that on my list of things to fix for next time. Also, heads up, because of Christmas being on... Oh, there's another village. Christmas being on a Thursday, there will be no stream on Thursday. So sadly, no Christmas stream. I'm going to spend that time with my family. We're going to open gifts, be merry, watch some Christmas movies, stuff like that, and just have fun. Which I hope you guys are all doing that with your own families as well. If not, my channel is here, and you guys can watch all my videos if you want. Humble plug there. I'm guessing I'm wrong. I don't think... Is that a sunken pirate ship up here? A sunken ship, sorry. It is. Cool. What? Okay, I don't know if there's anything good in here, but we can check. I didn't bring my shovel. There's got to be a chest, right? Where's the chest at? Aha! Holy cow. Yeah, we'll just take all that. That's fine. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe it didn't come this way, because I know I would have remembered that. Oh, the Taylor Swift documentary. My daughter has been really itching to watch that, because she's a huge Taylor Swift fan. All right, I'm going to finish raiding this pirate ship. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. Where is the other chest? I know it's around here. Haha! What? Did I come to this one? I probably did. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I see how it is, past odd. You're not going to leave anything for me to get. I'm not seeing it, but we clearly came this way. So I'm going to go more this way. Let's get to the top of that hill and see if we can see anything. And then we'll take a break and we'll come back. Also, I hope you guys liked the new 2026 starting soon screen. I made a new one for this upcoming year. I do need to make the be right back screen a little different. I have an idea in my head. I just need to edit it, but that won't take me long. I just gotta do it. All right, top of this hill. Can we see anything? Nothing. What if I increase my render distance? Might get a little laggy. Hopefully not too bad. I don't see anything. I don't know. Can't be too far from one. I don't know. I'm going to keep looking, but I'm going to first off close out that render distance so it's not like crazy high, and then we're going to take a quick break, and I will be right back so we can get to finding that pale garden. So I'll be right back, guys, taking a quick break, and be back to chat with all ya and keep resource gathering. So see you in a second. All right, we're back. The laundry wasn't done, so I stretched my legs a little bit. Plucked a little on guitar, because I'm still trying to learn one of the songs from Hades Town. And I remembered it, so I was really happy with that. 24. Tiki, that was my soda. Why you knocking my stuff over? Tiki's back. She's laying down. Alright, that's my material gather one, even though we haven't gathered any materials yet. Still just looking for that pale garden, which I hate that I don't... I wonder if it's in my notes. Let me double check my notes. Because I did start keeping track of certain things just so I understood where they were at. Because I knew that I would forget. There's that one. Did I not keep track of it? Oh, man. Don't tell me I didn't. Oh, wait, here's some. Yes, there we go. Okay, I did save the coordinates. Nice. Okay, let me go back down here. So I need to go... Oh, quite a bit this way. Holy cow. Glad I saved that. What the heck? Oh, they're horses. I couldn't tell what those were from far away. So sadly, I overshot. I probably could build the portal a little closer, but that's okay. It's quite a bit of traveling out here. A Jess Games just commented and said those are some nice trees. Thank you so much, Jess. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm wondering if it would just be quicker to build the nether portal and go a little quicker or a little farther that way. Probably would be. Do we just do that? That way I don't have to, like... Because what would the... I wonder if I could figure out the... Yeah. Let's try that. I'm all about ease. I'm all about ease in this sense, and I think that's going to be quicker than me just running 5,000 blocks in one direction and then running back. Because I can just get the obsidian and light it and call that good. That's going to be a lot easier than me running 5,000 blocks. I'm going to work smarter, not harder. So, take me a little bit to get back to the portal that we had, but that's the easy work. Because now I remember it took me like an hour to get back to the portal because I lost my way. I remember, but I think we could take the coordinates that I have for the Pale Garden, and I could just plug in like another coordinates website and figure it out from there. So if you're like me and you don't do content creation full time and you need little tools to help you succeed and just make your life a little easier, that is perfectly fine. I don't want anyone to feel bad about it. I will take these. Like using something like chunk base, perfectly valid. Especially in the sense of if you're playing Minecraft for fun and you're just like a hobbyist. Like, do what's gonna make your life easier. Like, I promise you, you're gonna thank yourself in the end. It's like with me with like using Lightmatica. There's probably some people out there who don't like Lightmatica being used because they're like, it's cheating. You're not actually building. It's like, I built everything creative mode first. I'm technically working even harder because I'm building this twice. But using the schematics saves so much time. Like, so much time, guys. You have no idea. Like, once I have all the materials for that Creole house, I'll be able to pop that out no problem. But it's the time that I put into getting the materials that takes a little bit. Okay. Just need to know exactly where that portal was at. I thought it was up this way. Don't remember 100%. It might be on the other side of this wall. Where'd you go? I know I took a picture of the coordinates, and I will find it. Did I overshoot it? Another ship. All right, let me find that picture that I took, because that's gonna make my life a lot easier. Okay. It says it's more this way anyway. So it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too far off. Because we're like 300 blocks off on the Y and just a couple hundred blocks off on the X. Yep, there it is. I see it. This is why you save coordinates, guys. I learned my lesson the hard way, because I used to be someone who just like looked off of landmarks, but because of the wild update and the terrain generation getting cranked up, it's hard to go off landmarks sometimes, because some things still look the same even though it's not super flat. But yeah, use your resources. It's like what I tell my band students. Like, I have posters hanging around the room. I have ones for fingerings for your instrument, stuff for dynamic levels and things. Use your resources. They're there for a reason. Like, if I ask a question, if you see the answer, shout it out. There we go. Okay, so I want to confirm really quick. So we're facing south. And if I go into the nether, I think we're also facing south. David, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Are the sounds working? So if I... No, so yeah, CK did that earlier. For some reason, the creeper hiss was not working either. I gotta go in and fix that. And I don't know why. I wonder if I have to just reset it. Wait. There we go. There we go. So yeah, please don't use your channel points yet to redeem the sound effects, because I'm not going to hear them. I don't know why. So it's not a program, it's a website. So I use a program called, or not a web program, I use a website called Triggerfire, and that's what allows the things to pop up. But the funny thing is that it shows up on my mixer, on my soundboard on OBS, but it doesn't show up, or it doesn't come through on my headphones for some reason. And I don't know why. And I thought I had fixed it. Because, like, if I went into, like, my settings and my output, go to audio. It's not let me scroll at all. Oh, audio. Duh. It's like my main desktop audio, auxiliary. Like, it's not showing me anything. Like, my monitoring device is there. It's still fine. But it's not working, and I don't know why. Yeah, breaking dish won't work, because like breaking the dish, the creeper sound, the I'm in danger, and the evil laugh, all those things go through Triggerfire. And for some reason, Triggerfire is not wanting to communicate with my headphones. Like, it still pops up, and if you play it, you'll be able to hear it. But if you're trying to jump scare me, it doesn't work because I can't hear it. And I don't know why. So, I'm going to get some obsidian. We're going to build another nether portal going south, so we can do all that jazz. And hopefully get closer to the Pale Garden without me having to work. Ooh, chicken egg. Are we going to get anything? Nope, nothing. Okay. We tried. I don't know. I don't think the website's out of date. I'm wondering if it's just because when I built this new computer and I got everything working, a lot of that was for an older version of OBS. And when I updated everything and I tried to plug stuff in, it didn't fully communicate. So I'm wondering if I have to go in, refresh the link, and then try again. So I'm going to add, it's on my list of things to do. I'm going to add it to my to-do list hopefully before the next stream. I got a couple things I want to do. So we need obsidian. I don't remember if I have extra. I have 4. Oh, I have black concrete and cyan concrete. That's nice to know. But I don't have any more obsidian. So I need more obsidian. We're going to go to my little area to gather that. That's easy. But yeah, don't spend your channel points on those right now just because they're not working. I don't know why. I'm going to figure that out. And if that means I have to move everything to a different site to get it to work, then I will do that. I've thought about, now that I have a new computer, I thought about trying Mix It Up or StreamerBot to do things because that seems to be a reliable method of doing stuff, at least for other streamers. I've tried Mix It Up, but it never worked, but it was also on my old computer, and it didn't want to work when I had my old version of Windows. I had a lot of issues with it until I reinstalled Windows and I started having, like, everything was working just fine. So this one's a fresh install of Windows 11. Like, it's only about a month or 2 old, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right. There should be a lava pool that I turned into obsidian that I just can mine from. Yep, right there. And if I don't have enough, I can always just use water. There we go. And there's probably more lava underneath some of this stuff. That's fine. But we'll get some more obsidian. No problem. Go build another portal. That's where I thought lava was going to shoot out of that. But I'm slowly getting stuff checked off my list. Like, I have the starting soon screen is fixed. I think I have my pretzel rock stuff set. The cat cam is good. Oh, why is it not showing up? Wood Tools is supposed to be working, but it's not. Same with Voice Band. Timeout's not set up, and then Drop It was the only, but I gotta fix Drop It. Drop It's not right. Wonder, yeah, and that's working. So I'm slowly getting some stuff working again. It's just with switching to the new PC has been. It's not perfect by any means. Like, I'm slowly getting stuff going, but I definitely don't regret it because this PC is a beast and runs super well. There we go. Perfect. Okay, a 19 should be plenty for another portal. Another nether portal. But we'll get the coordinates that I have and get that plugged in and then find the correct coordinates to be closer. And that will save me a headache if I need to get more pale oak and I don't have any on me. But I haven't worked with pale oak much in this world. I think I gathered up some for one build, and I think it was just like the front faces of a house, like this oak over here. But this is going to be a really prominent build with that, so I'm excited to have that. But we'll drop off the bushes and grab a flint and steel that I don't have on me right now. And go find the pale garden. But in the time that it took me to chat with you guys, go get that, and now I'm heading back to do it, I would still be like halfway to those coordinates. So I am glad that I am making this decision because it's going to make my life a lot easier going forward. All right, we'll drop that off. iron. No gold. Emeralds, I don't think I have a spot for, right? I do have this. I think emeralds just go here or over there. And we'll drop these off. I'm also excited to upgrade eventually to the Nautilus because I've been trying to design a Nautilus farm so I can actually make the conduit in this world. I just got to get a Heart of the Sea, which I don't think I have. Where is my flint and steel? Thought I had one. There's some flint. Just make a new one quick. There we go. And I don't want to make corners, so I'm going to do that. Make my life a little easier there. Back to the nether roof. There we go. And also, I think the last stream of the year is the 30th, right? Yeah, so next Tuesday, the 30th, will be the last stream. So I might I might try to see if I can start early. It depends on... I think my son has wrestling practice that day. But I might try to start a little earlier that day if I can. And I might stream a little longer and do some other things. So, like, we'll do our usual Minecraft stuff, get some stuff taken care of. But I might do some fun things. Maybe I'll, like, get my guitar hooked up and we'll have some fun, play a song, stuff like that. Okay. We're going south, which is this way. Maybe try writing a song. I don't know. Maybe we could even do a community portion of the stream, and I can get. I don't know if the winter sale for Steam's still going on. I can get some of the Jackbox games. I can reach out to Golden too to see if he'd be willing to host, because he did a great job hosting last time. But last stream of the year, I think that was a gas. But 2025 for content creation wise, I feel like it was a good year. It had a big dip in it, but we're kind of leveling out right now, which is nice. I'm excited for 2026 to see what happens. Whoop, bumping the mic. I'm gonna get this down a bit. That way you guys can see Tiki a little bit better. Because this was our original portal, which spits us out by those villages. Which honestly, having those villages on hand isn't a huge issue. But it's nice to have because like they have some resources I can gather if I don't want to like destroy all of my hay or my wheat to get it. So what I want to do is I'm going to take these coordinates that I have. Excuse me, you're too loud. Let's see, nether cords. I'm just gonna type that in. So the one that I'm familiar with that I've used most of the time with the nether is the maximumfx.nl portal. It's the nether coordinate calculator, so you just put in what coordinates you have on the overworld and it tells you coordinates in the nether. It's really helpful if you're trying to put something on the roof and stuff like that. So for example, the Pale Garden that I was in before in the overworld is negative 2,583, and the Z coordinate, yeah, Z is negative 5,016, which means the nether coordinates are going to be negative 323 and negative 627. Extreme, how you doing? I'm not getting on Fortnite right now. I can't get on Fortnite right now. I'm playing Minecraft. I'm placing blocks and stuff, and I'm playing Minecraft. All right, which means we don't have to travel too far, but we're just going to travel the same direction. Is it? No. It's somewhat the same direction. I'm going to put some torches down so I can find my way. Boop. And I think we're kind of traveling at a little bit of an angle. I will say there has been some stuff happening with Fortnite that I've actually been thinking of checking out. So we got negative 323, which is about right here. So all I need to do is go this way about 300 blocks. I heard they were adding the Miku skin, but it was the Power Rangers and Danny Phantom that they're adding that I think is what caught my eye, where I'm like, I kind of want to check it out. Danny Phantom would be fun. I think also, aren't they doing Batman Beyond? Batman Beyond would be insane in Fortnite. You have all 3 Miku skins. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of Hatsune Miku, but, you know, I know that she does have a... Ooh. Are we going the right direction? Facing south. North. Where's my other torch? Where's my other torch? I don't want to get turned around on another roof, or I will never get out. If I'm being 100% honest. Batman Beyond and Joker Beyond are both... Oh, they're both in the United States, so it's already out. They're just putting everyone in there, aren't they? Where's my other torch? Oh, gosh. I cannot get lost on the other roof, guys. I'm going to get turned around. I just enjoy using her in Fortnite because, I don't know. Hey, that's fine. I think it's funny if you take out a bunch of people and you're just dressed as Hatsune Miku. Like, that's pretty funny, in my personal opinion. I do have the coordinates for the portal, so if I absolutely need to, I can, but I just wanted to try to find it. Shock factor. Yeah, 100%. Okay, where are my coordinates at? I'm getting turned around, and I don't like it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it was more that way. I know I went on an angle. Rotini. Did you make rotini for supper, Shy? Oh, I'm running low on food. Okay. I am going to try to find my torch path again. Then we should be okay. You redeemed a hydrate. Thank you. I don't have my water cup. I am drinking Diet Pepsi right now. So I'll be up for a while. But I also plan on playing more of the Pokemon DLC. So there's that. There it is. Okay. Found it. I think this is the direction. No. This is the direction I was going. Because we were about at the x-axis. We just needed the next one. There we go. Harry Potter collab is in 2, but no characters from the movies, just the default skins and the different... Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I saw that. Because they were doing all of the... Like, you could dress up as a character in Gryffindor or something. No, I got what you meant. Okay. Here we go. So we're... And that's facing south, so we need to put it like right here, and we'll be good. So we'll put one here. 1, 2, 3. Boop. 1, 2, 3. And boom. Okay, this should spit us out at our Pale Garden, or close to it. I think I have my bed ready to sleep if I need to. Fingers crossed we don't get jump scared by anything. Hey, Tiki. Penny says hi. She doesn't care. She does not care. She's unfazed by Penny. I'm sorry, Penny. Tiki's rude. She does that. So you can't play as Harry Potter. That's fine. I can understand that. So there will not... I just said that earlier in the stream. There will not be a Christmas stream. But I am thinking the 30th. Ooh. There we go. Look at that. Here we are. Let's sleep really quick so we don't have to deal with the creaking. But the last stream of the year, the 30th, I am thinking of doing a longer stream and then part of it being a community portion of the stream, if that makes sense. I think that would be a lot of fun. All right, we got the Pale Garden. Guys, let's go. Means I can gather up materials. 2 surprise Christmas streams. I definitely can't. So yeah, oh gosh, don't use the channel points for the sound effects because I don't have it working yet. It's not there. It's currently not working. I need to fix that. So sorry. I will fix it. It's on my list. I just haven't done it yet. All right, but these trees are why we came here. This is going to make my life so much easier having this portal to the Pale Garden. I figured it was timed perfectly. I'm so sorry they're shy. I mentioned it earlier, but you were probably busy when I was talking to Kimmy about it. Gather up some leaves, too. I don't want to fill up my inventory solely with leaves. I want to get as much wood and saplings as possible. So no surprise Christmas streams. I'm so sorry. I am going to be spending time with my family and just enjoying some well-needed time off, especially after this semester. Favorite Christmas movie. That is a good question. Okay, first off, I have to ask X, do you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie? I know that Bruce Willis has stated that he doesn't believe it is. I think he's wrong. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It is one of the best Christmas movies. Let's see. Favorite Christmas movie. Trying to think. I've seen a lot of Christmas movies in my time because growing up, my mom watched a ton of them just because they were always on. 3 minutes of ads. Let me think while those ads are going on. And if you want to skip ads and you're watching over on Twitch, you can easily subscribe and you get access to ads-free streams. But if you can't afford it, I understand. I understand not everybody has that luxury. But it is an option in case you would like to. I'm trying to think back now to all of the Christmas movies I have ever watched. Because what comes to mind is Elf, A Christmas Story, Charlie Brown Christmas. What else is there? Nightmare Before Christmas is it's both a Halloween and a Christmas movie, so I don't lump that in with just Christmas. And since we watch it a lot around Halloween. I didn't watch it this year around Christmas, so it's definitely not that. I do like some of the music from that, and that world in Kingdom Hearts 1 is still one of my favorites because I love that Keyblade. Let's think. I don't know. What let me hear from you guys. What's your favorite Christmas movie? What do you guys enjoy watching around Christmas time? Might have to try to get another Creaking Heart. Let's see. We love ads. I mean, if you love ads, I mean, the ads help out so much as well. I do get some kickback from it. But I understand that ads aren't like everyone's favorite thing to watch. You'd probably rather be watching the stream. It's like watching commercials as a kid. Granted, I would, like, when I was starting to learn guitar, I would practice while commercials played. And I tell kids that all the time. Like when they say, I have no time to practice. And I tell them, practice during an ad on YouTube. It's like, but I have YouTube Premium. I'm like, of course you do. Of course you do. I had the 3-month free trial of YouTube Premium, and that's all I needed. I loved having it, don't get me wrong, but I don't need it, and I don't really want it. There we go. If you do have YouTube Premium, no shade at all. I would probably get it because I know that creators do get paid for it regardless. It's just different than the ads. But I know it's not a applicable option for everybody. You've never seen Die Hard, but I know about it. Even if it was a Christmas movie, there's no way it's the best at being a Christmas movie. Okay, if you haven't seen it, X, you got to go see it. That is your assignment from me. You need to watch the Die Hard, first Die Hard movie. The sequels I liked. I've seen them. They're okay. It doesn't hold a candle to the first one. I love the first one. It was a tradition in the. It wasn't a tradition. We did it 1 year, but we did it 1 year in the brass section at my college, where we our advisor made us breakfast. Like we ate breakfast because we were like love bacon. That's like a trombone thing. And then we watched Die Hard, and it was great. Yeah, there's Die Hard. There's Die Hard with a Vengeance, and what is there? There's like if you look up the Die Hard like franchise, there's like I think 4 films, but like the first one is the best one, in my opinion. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Like there was a lot of Disney Channel original movies that were Christmas movies. And honestly, there's a movie that isn't I don't think it's a Christmas movie, but it's a winter movie. I don't know if any of you guys know Snow Day at all, where there's just a huge storm that goes through, so the kids get a snow day and stuff, and like their enemy is Snowplow Man, and the the myth behind him is that the chains on his tires for his snowplow are the braces of the kids he's run over. And growing up, that's terrifying. Yeah, CK, you keep breaking dishes and it's not working. I can't hear it. I'm sorry. You have the points to spend, so I guess they're your points. You do what you want. Okay, what are we doing? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5.5. Yeah, Snow Day is really good. I don't think it's a Christmas movie, but it is a good winter movie. I do like that one a lot. I need to find it again. I don't know where it's probably streaming on Paramount because it's a Nickelodeon thing. What else is there? Because there's all those Disney Channel original movies that were Christmas ones, like Greatest Christmas Gift Ever, where they get like Santa's snow machine, and there was one where they had to like return Santa's bag of presents, and I don't remember what it was called. I don't believe there's any police in that town. Probably not. Probably not. I mean, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Actually, all the Home Alones are considered Christmas movies because they happen around Christmas, or at least the first 2 do. The third one, I can't remember if that happens around Christmas because they're all in school, and the kid stays home because he has chicken pox. So I don't think that is considered a Christmas movie, but the first 2 definitely are. And we just watched Home Alone Lost in New York while we were away. 22 saplings. We're doing good. Let's get this stack finished, and we'll do one more stack, and then I think we should be okay. And that's definitely plenty of footage for Gathering Pale Oak. There we go. Honestly, I like the third one. I grew up watching the third one over and over and over again. I loved it. I personally think the third one is good. I don't understand the hate that it gets. Alex is a really, like, I get it was a turn from having Macaulay Culkin as Kevin, but Alex was a really good, like, deviation for the third one. And then I think it's the fourth one where they go back to Kevin McAllister, but his parents are, like, divorced, but everyone's recasted. And it's not good. What's the Smart House style one where he's got the remote that does everything? It's not good. The fourth one isn't, but the third one holds up. And I think there was a fifth one that I never saw, and I think there was even a series. Never checked it out. Didn't bother with it. All right, we're almost done. Okay. I'm hearing some creaking. I'm guessing it's almost time for him to appear. Which means I'm going to sleep. But as for my favorite Christmas movie, I have to say it's got to be The Postman. I don't have Netflix, so I don't really know what that is. I got to say it's probably got to be Home Alone Lost in New York. It's a good one because like you get the similar vibes as the first one, but you get a bunch of side characters that you just kind of enjoy, and you get the Wet Bandits again. Yeah, I gotta go with Home Alone 2 Lost in New York because I was gonna say it's either that or Elf, and I have family members that can't stand Will Ferrell, which I don't understand because I think he's hilarious in a lot of different contexts. There's some movies where he's like but he's also an actor that has really good range. If you've never seen Stranger Than Fiction, whoo, that's loud. Stranger Than Fiction shows that Will Ferrell has range. He's not just the goofy character, and but I think like when he's acting goofy, especially in Elf, it's like it's his best. But he can definitely do more than act goofy. Okay, we're facing south, so we gotta face north, and we go that way. Actually, that's wrong because we gotta find those where are those at again? Didn't I have torches? I'm gonna follow my torches. I'll find it back. But yeah, I think that's my answer. X is Home Alone 2 Lost in New York as my favorite Christmas movie. But I think it's tied with Elf. And then probably in third is gonna be Christmas Story because I watch that every year. That was like a religious thing that we did. My mom loves A Christmas Story. The phrase "you'll shoot your eye out, kid" is still ingrained in my brain. I love quoting it, especially when Ralphie's brother has the giant coat on and he can't do anything. So he's like starts whining and the mom's like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "I can't put my arms down." And she tries to put his arms down and they just go back up. It's so good. It also has a good lesson of don't stick your tongue to a flagpole. Please don't do that. Bad idea. All right. There we go. And boom. We got our pale oak. I should have grabbed the the dark oak there, but we have dark oak over by our area, so we'll gather that up. I don't know, if you haven't stated your favorite Christmas movie, let me know. Also, I realized that Tiki's not here, so... Cat cam. It's gone. But I feel like Snow Day was a Nickelodeon movie, so that has to be on Paramount, which Paramount has now decided that the Legend of Aang, Avatar: The Last Airbender, I think movie is no longer going to be in theaters. It's only going to be on streaming, and I'm like, nope, I'm not getting Paramount Plus to watch it. So arg me hearties is all I'll say to it. That's all I'll say. Tip your waitress. All right, we got pale oak. That should hopefully be enough. If not, I've got saplings now that I can grow and get more from. I don't think they'll work at the tree farm, so I'm not going to try. There we go. But we can grow them outside in a nice flat area. And I do have a one creaking heart that I probably should make a resin farm at some point. I need to find my schematic for that. Because I do have a video on it if you guys want to check it out. I don't remember 100% how I built it. I know it took to spawning the creaking, and then water would wash the resin off. That's all I can remember off of it. But I thought I did pretty well with it. All right. We got plenty of pale oak now. Boop. Boop. And our leaves. I'm just going to throw the leaves in here. Same with the saplings. Sort out that. Dirt and pale moss. There we go. Okay. Next up, dark oak. Let's go grab some of that, which I believe should just be that way, but we're going to take a boat anyway because that'll be a little quicker than running and save me some time. So it was dark oak, pale oak, and then the concrete, which concrete is all sand and gravel, which I think I have a ton of sand. I think I'm okay on that. It's the gravel, but I don't think I'll have an issue getting gravel. Honestly. But I want to focus on the wood types first because those and acacia are like, and I think jungle trees are the only ones that the tree farm won't do because it's mainly birch, spruce, and oak, which are the three main ones that I use all the time. So that's fine. But I should be able to head this way. This mountain range over here I think is all like birch and dark oak. So I'm going to go gather those. Well, we're going. I'm going to get Snow Day. I definitely want to see if I can find... Maybe it's on Amazon and I can rent it or buy it if it's cheap enough. I don't think it had a VHS release. I don't know if it ever had a DVD release. I've been more into physical media recently, just with companies claiming the right to digital stuff that you purchase. Because it's frustrating when let's say I bought a video game and that company then decides, hey, we're pulling that from everyone's libraries because it wasn't you owning it, it was you leasing it. So that frustrates me. So that's why I've been going more physical than anything. There's a couple, like if it's a one-off game where I probably won't play it past just playing it once, I don't care. I'll get the digital. Or in some cases, my kids, I'll get digital stuff for them because there's a high chance that they could lose. Higher chance than me losing it. There's a higher chance that they'll lose a game cartridge, especially a Switch cartridge. And I would be frustrated with that, and I know they would be frustrated with it, so I just take kind of that out of the playing field. Here we go. Yeah, this is one of the first dark oak forests we found earlier on in the series when we started exploring. So nice. And I don't know how much we need from this. We'll get quite a few stacks too. I don't think I need leaves, so I'm not going to worry about the leaves right now. There we go. And we're coming up on the 2-hour mark, about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes left in the stream, guys. 10 minutes left in the stream. Again, no stream on Thursday, Christmas Day. Please enjoy time with your family. To enjoy time for yourself, do something you enjoy. Read a book, exercise, play a video game. Maybe there's another streamer you want to check out too, or maybe you want to find a new streamer to check out too. I highly recommend that. There's a lot of people who do stream on Christmas. But I won't be doing a Christmas stream this year. I'm going to take this much-needed break, work on getting some videos backlogged, and just spend some time with my family. Go. But I think the 30th, I'm going to stream a little bit longer, and we're going to maybe do some community stuff. I'll reach out to Golden Ocelot and see if he would be willing to host, but I'm going to try to get some Jackbox games anyway, and see if it'll look cool. So if you'd like to join, you can join us on New Year's Eve, the 30th of December. And then I'll be back on New Year's Day, January 1st. The first stream of the year. I don't know what I'll do for the first stream of the year. Honestly, I haven't thought about it. Go. Yeah, I don't know how much of this I need. I feel like if I got just get a decent amount, I'll be good. But this axe is like one shot, and I love it. I'm so glad I updated it to efficiency 5. It makes this so much easier. How is it nighttime already? I just slept. Legitly. Just slept. I don't know. But I'm excited for this next build. This is going to be a fun one. Again, if you guys haven't checked out the Forever World series, please consider going to check it out. It is one of my favorite... Oh, gosh. Zombie. It's one of my favorite series that I've done on this channel. Just because it's just all the builds that I ever want to do. And that's the great thing about this world, is I can do anything I want. I also think it's one of the longest running worlds I've ever had. I think I'm well over 2,000 days now. But I don't know how to get the days to show back up on the F3 screen. I've tried, and it doesn't want to work. So I've been tempted to try the better F3 mod and see if I can customize it from there. That would be nice, but again, just haven't tried it. How we doing? We got almost 4 stacks. Got 3.5. Let's try to go for 6 stacks, I think. I think 6 stacks is going to be a good number. And I think we even went over with the pale oak. Also, I doubt we'll get it next week, but the following week, we should be getting another snapshot for the new numbering system. So 26.1. I guess the snapshot would be... I don't know if they're changing the snapshots at all, or if they're just calling it 26.1 snapshot whatever. But we should be getting the new game drop coming pretty soon. And honestly, now that we have the Happy Gas, we have a tameable flying mob. The only other thing I would love to see is a kind of like dark gray or even black wood. So even if it was like I don't even know, like, are there's black trees, right? I think there is. I have no idea off the top of my head. I've been looking more into trees since building these ones from BOO. Whoop. There we go. I think we'll chop down this one, and we should be golden. But even it was like elder pine wood, and we made it like very Minecrafty, because like I think elder pines are actually white and they're very thin, if I remember right. But like, I would love a like a black or a dark gray type wood, just to kind of fill that portion of the wood that we have, because now we've got a good wide variety, especially with the pale oak, but a black wood would help fill that out. 24 go. All right, heads up, 5 minutes left. I want to get that stack finished out, so we'll take out a little more of these trees, and I think we have plenty. Well, we got 5 saplings. Probably gather up a few more. Hi, Tiki. Welcome back. What are you up to? Almost done with this stack. There we go. All right. I think that should be enough for dark oak stacks. Any other saplings or things I'm missing lying around? Just double checking before we go. I would love the saplings just to have them in case I need more. But that should be enough, because you need 4 to grow one of these, because they don't grow in single stems. I think that's good. Cool. All right, back we go. As my chunks were up too high. So I'm sorry if it got choppy and laggy there for you guys. Oh. So yeah, it's just the concrete next, and the concrete really won't take too long if I have enough gravel, which the ocean's full of it, so I'm not too worried about getting it. And I think I still have a whole chest of sand. We'll check when we get back really quick before we wrap on up for the stream. But I wanted to shout you guys out for being here. CK for being an awesome moderator. Shy was here. Kimmy was here. We had a couple people join in and say hi. How you doing? Extreme was in here as well. Trying to remember everyone that I saw in here, everyone I talked to. Ancients was the first one in. Ancient was there, which I know Ancients, it's like 3 a.m. for him every time I go live. So whenever he pops in, it's always nice to say hi to him and see how he is doing. It's good to hear. Dang. Ladybugs everywhere. They smell horrible too. They keep flying and landing on my arms. Give me the heebie-jeebies, and I don't like it. I don't like it, Tiki. I don't like it. All right. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, anyone who dropped in, even if you were just lurking, you didn't say anything, that's okay. Shout out to you. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you. Yeah, 2025 is pretty much in the books. 2026 is on the horizon. I'm looking forward to this next year hopefully being a little bit better. This year was a rough one. And there were good things that happened, there were rough things that happened, but I'm looking forward to this next year being a little bit better as we go. But still, my goal for content creation wise is to just keep doing the best I can, making good content and talking with you guys and having fun. And I'm gonna still keep doing that going into 2026. So if you like chatting and Minecraft and just doing all that, drop a follow, drop a subscribe, whatever you want. You can find me on all social media, OddmanMC, all that kind of stuff. We're wrapping up at like 30 seconds. I'm going to drop this wood off quick and then check my sandbox before I hit end. So if you guys are heading out, I understand. But this Forever World is coming along nicely. I'm excited to keep adding to it in this next year, because this whole world started this last year, 2024, in October. So I've had this whole world for a year, and it's been great. All right, and then sand. I think that'll be enough. I might have to go to demolish another desert, but I think we should be fine. And honestly, there's probably a bunch of it over at the melon farm from tearing out that coastline, so should be good there. But I'm gonna wrap it on up. I will see you guys next week on Tuesday. Have a happy holiday. Enjoy your Christmas. Spend time with your family, and take care of yourselves. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.